Well, I predicted this would happen and it's happened. We have part 2 of First Look now, guys, and we get a bit more insight on what happens on these dates with the new bombshells, and it looks like Grace might get quite cross with Joey. Let's have a look. Joey's flirty date with new arrival Jessie leaves Grace fuming on Love Island. Following the heart rate challenge, Joey and Jess are invited to head on dates with 2 new islanders, Jessie and Trey. Still in their heart rate challenge outfits, with Joey adorning his crown, Jessie says, "You look good. Crazy. Get up!" Popping a bottle of fizz, Trey wastes no time in getting to know Jess. Trey says, "Talk to me about your time in the villa so far. What is it you want?" Jess is quick to say, "You, I think. I think my prayers have been answered." Interested to know more about Joey's journey with Grace, Jessie asks, "What's your situation?" Joey says, "We're sort of not in a couple, but we're still into each other, but it'd be fair to say that both of us are willing to explore." That's exactly kind of what Grace said to Connor, but Joey didn't agree with her. Jessie asks, "So you closed off?" And Joey replies, "I don't really know." Yeah, right. The following day in the villa, Grace has woken up with one thing on her mind: Joey's date with new arrival Jessie. Hearing from Jessie last night that Joey said they're not closed off yet, Grace questions her connection with Joey. Having not pulled her for a chat yet, Grace confides in Harriet as she says, "I'm fuming, I'll be honest. I feel like with Joey, he has been how he has been with me. This constant reassurance and feeling like I genuinely believe and trust everything he's saying. He's been that way with me, so it's made me open up and be that way with him." Grace continues, "For him then to go on a date and then come back in, I felt like he was so cold with me. His energy was so off." Harriet says it wasn't even what he was saying, it was more his actions. With Joey showing that actions speak louder than words, will he pull Grace for a chat? Oh guys, there's a game coming up. But not a challenge, a game. Later that night, the islanders gather around the fire pit for a game of Never Have I Ever. From checking partners' phones, sleeping with someone over 20 years older than themselves, and revealing they've had sex in public, the islanders do not hold back. As one islander reveals all of the places they've had sex, Jess says, "I think you've said enough." That's probably Ronnie or something, isn't it? As Uma reads, "Never have I ever been two-faced about someone in this villa," the mood takes a swift change in direction. Kieran reveals he's heard someone be two-faced about himself and Nicole, but who is he talking about? What do you reckon? Sean? Jess? As the game unfolds, one islander is less than impressed as she walks off from the fire pit. Who could that islander be walking off from the fire pit? Do you think it's going to be Nicole? This just seems like the ideal game in which Nicole would walk off. When Kieran says, "Oh, one time a girl gave me an apple so I had sex with her," and she'll walk off and that'll be it. I don't know. I just think these games, as I said before, they're just there for this reason, to stir things up. But once again, it's a game in the villa, and the challenges have gone, it would seem. The first challenge we had was in, what, the first week or the first week and a half? We've had no challenges since then, everyone. I'm not sure they're going to bother doing any more. It's so stifling, constantly being in the villa. It's actually quite boring to watch after a while. At least the challenges give us something else to look at. Anyway, Joey and Grace, well, that's been a long time coming. Joey says one thing, does another. We all knew that about him before Grace came in, and I think he's getting his just desserts, and Grace is getting her just desserts. So maybe now what will happen is Grace will cuddle up to Connor after all. Yeah. And Joey will end up with Jessie and treat Jessie the same way he's treated Grace. I suppose that's what's going to happen. Anyway, bit more info for you there. Make of it what you will. And I look forward to talking to you again later, when we're all even more hot and sweaty. Please wear deodorant today.